Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to episode 5 of Bird Squawk. So, guess we got our backup quarterback.
Yeah, Josh McCown, man. He looked good. Obviously, off the bat, a little rusty, as you would expect. But, damn, the old man came to play.
Dude had 4 days of practice and shook off the rust and was throwing some dimes.
17 of 24, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Yeah, I think, and it's going to get interesting. I mean, I know we're Studfeld guys, but you never know. Now with...
let's talk about the big bombshell that dropped, Andrew Luck retiring. The night I was sitting around going, is this real? Is this really happening? Feel really bad for the guy. I mean, obviously he was a warrior. Feel bad for Frank Reich. Feel bad for the Colts organization. I mean, the fans booing him. If that was us in Philly, we'd be beaten up today. I'm sure they're going to come around and show him the respect that he deserves.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but yeah, talking about that, it's interesting. We all know how much the Eagles have Sudfeld high in praises. They've always been big fans of him since they brought him in. But is this an opportunity to maybe get some draft picks back, maybe acquire a player from the Colts? Because I know they're big on Jacoby Brissett, but right away they were going to throw around the rumors of trading him too because of the Frank Reich connection.
Definitely will be a talking point for the next couple weeks, I'm sure. Guys are going to be getting cut. Guys are going to be getting released. There's still that Clowney rumor out there. What's happening with him? Who knows? What a piece he would be on our line.
Yeah.
But who knows? Obviously, this week's game coming up is just really for bubble guys and trying to fill out this roster. One good thing is it looks like we made it through preseason healthy.
Yeah.
And obviously today we heard that Case Keenum is going to be the starter.
Yeah, which should bring a smile to everyone's face.
So we're looking pretty good for September 8th, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be a fun time. I know we've been harping on it, how excited we are. But into week 3, once again, ups and downs. The beginning was quite brutal to watch. We only played 3 quarters because of the freaking thunderstorm.
Correct.
But it was good to see, most of the starters played the first couple series. They looked good. Obviously, they were with Kessler, and he's a bum. But it was good to see him out there. It's good to see that everyone's healthy. Once again, everyone's harping on getting to September 8th. So the starters played. Obviously, we didn't see Wentz. And it continues to be a point that I'm all on board that he's good to go. But it's still he hasn't played football in how many months? I know he's looked good in camp. I know there's high praises. Everything's healed. The back's healed. The knee's healed. But it's really until you get out there again, you never know.
I'm feeling you. I have the same reservations. All I can say is, Dougie must be seeing something in practice that makes him feel like he'll be ready to go opening day.
I'm not against him not playing, but it's still just the preseason has become such a joke that it's you can't risk even putting him out there for a play.
Yeah, even Doug addressed the preseason. I mean, in the future, it's probably going to be 2 preseason games and some of this joint camp stuff. Because these preseason games are just so brutal.
Yeah,
I mean, how many flags are they going to throw?
It's bad.
It's just so bad to watch. It's bad football. I mean, I've missed football, but man, when they're throwing a penalty flag on every play, I mean, come on. We got to do something about these preseason games. I mean, they got to trim them down, and let's just start playing real football.
Yeah, because you just see how quickly things can go bad. Cam was out. They dodged the bullet there in Carolina. It's just you don't know what's going to happen, and it's not worth risking. So I get the point that they don't want to put Wentz out there, but at some point he's going to have to take a hit. It's just, obviously we're not going to see him in week 4 either.
I honestly believe he's going to dust off the rust really quick, September 8th. And, we're going to be full speed ahead,
Yeah. it's a good warm up game. It should be a good
mission to Miami. See you in South Beach.
Week 1 should be a real good, just brush off the dust game. I mean, we're expecting a win.
Place is going to be electric. I mean, I don't think you can get down there early enough. September 8th. I mean, the tailgating, the parking lots, it's going to be insane. I can't wait.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Should be a win. The Redskins are nothing to fear. But getting back to the game on Thursday, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside put on a show, and he's good. I mean, I knew when they brought him in, there was a lot of high praises for him. I know we personally, I know most people haven't actually seen him because he was playing out on the West, but I heard a lot of great things about him, and he showed 8 receptions, 104 yards, and then the touchdown. He looks good.
Gonna have to get him on the field. I mean, we are deep at the receiver point. I mean, we'll talk about trades. We're deep at the running back. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see who we keep there and who we possibly could let go, and maybe Howie pulls out some trade. Trader Howie, he's always got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
I see us, being ready for that opening game and ready to put the pedal down to the metal and take off full speed.
Yeah, you can tell it's just like storylines aren't really there right now. It's just like we're just trying to get there.
Right.
We're just trying to get there. It's these last preseason games, you just get so amped up for that first week where we're excited. It's just,
Yeah, we're just killing time. Just killing time to get there. Definitely an exciting time of the year. Can't wait. I believe, like we talked about the previous weeks, I mean, the roster is deep. Still some interesting things to see what we're going to do to trim that thing down to 53. Who stays, who goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some interesting moves. I mean, if you've been watching the preseason games, they keep putting it up. That running back situation, there's 8 running backs.
Corey Clement, Smallwood. Because for a fact, I mean, Howard, Miles Sanders, Sproles, they're definitely locked in.
Yeah, and that leaves 5 other guys.
So it's going to be interesting. And this is the last couple weeks where it starts to get interesting. So they start to look at this roster and start to trim it down and see who's going to be around for opening day. I mean, I'd love to see that Thornton kid pass through waivers and make it to the practice squad. I don't think he's going to be on the 53-man roster, but definitely I'd like to see him on the practice squad. Looks like he has some, ability. But like we talked about, McCown came in. Definitely, I see that's going to be a definite good thing to have in Carson's ear. Bring a veteran presence to the locker room. 4 days of practice. 4 days of practice, and the guy was out there dropping dimes. I mean, it says a lot. I mean, obviously it's his 18th season, so he was calling audibles. He was doing all kinds of stuff.
He really was doing. I mean, he had probably a whole another quarter to play, and he would put up these types of numbers.
Yes.
We're in good hands with that. Obviously, it's interesting because that might have just sealed him as the backup.
I believe it. I believe it did. I mean. And there remains to be seen what we're going to do with Sudfeld. I mean, it definitely he is trade bait if we need to. I mean, this whole
it's really interesting what they're going to do.
This whole luck thing opens another door, because who thought that was going to happen, and especially 2 weeks before the season opener. So kind of put Indy in a spot. I mean, Jacoby Brissett, I don't really know who their backup is.
I know they like Jacoby Brissett. He's played good for them in the past, like when Luck was hurt. He's a good young talent. He's nothing special, but he can get the job done. I don't know what their plans are looking forward. Are they going to try and tank, I guess, and kind of go after a big name, or are they going to try and get a piece of a roll with Brissett? I guess we'll have to see.
Remains to be seen.
I mean, I would say this season they're going to roll with Brissett, but you never know if they try and add some guy from another team.
I agree. Back to the game Thursday night. I know it might have been disappointing for some people down there when the weather hit having to leave. Wasn't disappointing at all for us at home watching. That brutally needed to come to an end. I'm glad both sides decided let's cut it. Let's because it was getting hard to watch.
Yeah, but yeah, the first was really bad when they just kept turning it over, and the Ravens were just putting them up because we gave them the ball at like 30 every time.
But like you said, starters were in. I mean, Brandon Graham, he got faked out on that rollout, but then after that, he looked good.
Yeah,
starters
looked good.
They were making plays. It's good to see the starters get out there and get some action.
Yeah,
and also for us to, kind of put them in away for now and just like let's get through this week's game. For the guys that are on the bubble, guys that are trying to make the squad, and let's just get ready for September 8th.
Well, that's it. That's all we got.
That's it for episode 5. Remember, if you like what you're seeing, give us a shout out. We're going to be in section 115 all season. Probably be doing some live stuff down at the link, maybe in the parking lot. You like what you're seeing, subscribe, give us a holla.
Take care.